Very good morning to all. Today we will see one of the technique used under the digital image processing, that is nothing but image enhancement in the spatial domain. Before starting the spatial domain, we will see what do you mean by image enhancement. What is use of image enhancement in the image processing? Image enhancement is the process of making image more useful. So there are different reasons used for the image enhancement. First one is highlighting interesting detail in the images. Another is removing noise from images, making images more visually appealing, enhance otherwise hidden information, filter important image features, discard unimportant image features. So these are the certain reasons for that purpose we are using the image enhancement technique. So the main motto behind this using of the image enhancement, it is nothing but we are getting the better quality image, better data, or most of the data can be extracted by removing the noise. So for that purpose we are using the image enhancement. This is some of the examples which we can get after applying the image enhancement technique. On the left hand side we will see original image, and on the right hand side we will see the processed image after applying the image enhancement technique. So here in this figure you can see the contrast level of the original image is increased in the processed image. This is the another example of the medical image, using which in the processed image we can easily extract the details of the interior structure of the human body by increasing the contrast level. This is another example in which we have removed the noise present in the original image. So this Gaussian noise is present in the original image, that can be removed using the image enhancement technique, so that we will get the better quality image as a processed image. This is one more example. Here the image of the eye is extracted from that lady. So as you can see the original image and the third image, which is the processed image. So here we are applying the smoothing technique, that is one of the technique used to get the better quality image, that comes under the image enhancement technique. So the minute marks present on the eye can be removed using the image smoothing technique. So now we will see what is meant by spatial and frequency domain. So these image enhancement techniques are divided into two domains, that is the spatial domain and frequency domain. So spatial domain is nothing but direct manipulation of image pixels. So we are processing directly the image pixel values or intensity values present at each pixel. That is nothing but the spatial domain technique. Under the frequency domain technique, we are using the manipulation of Fourier transform or wavelet transform of the image. Means we are not directly processing the intensity level of each pixel. Using the intensity level, we are extracting the frequency component of that image by using the any transformation technique, that is Fourier transform or wavelet transform. So using which we will get the frequency coefficient, and we are processing that coefficient to get the required output. So that techniques are nothing but the frequency domain techniques. So today we will see only the spatial domain techniques. Spatial domain techniques are divided into two types, point processing and mass processing. Point processing is nothing but we are processing each pixel at a time, means only one pixel is processed at a time. So likewise we are continue the processing for every pixel, and at the end we will get the whole image, which is processed image. In the mass processing technique, we are processing group of the pixels, so that we can call as a sub image. So whenever you are processing sub image at a time, that processing is nothing but the mass processing. So sub image of the main image is called a mask, so that's why the name is given mass processing. So we will see only the techniques which comes under the point processing today. So this gray level transformation, this is one of the technique which comes under the point processing. So the basic formula is g of x comma y equal to t of f of x comma y. G of x comma y is the processed image and f of x comma y is the original image, and T is a transformation technique which we are going to apply on the original image. So these are the certain examples of the gray level transformation: image negative, log transformation, power law transformation, and piecewise linear transformation functions. First one is the image negative. So the equation for that, T equal to L minus F. So or we can use that S equal to L minus 1 minus R. So where S is the processed image, R is the original image. So if we are subtracting the original intensity values from the L minus 1, then we will get the processed image. So where L is the highest gray level present in the original image. So gray levels are calculated using the simple formula, that is 2 raised to n, where n is the number of bits required to store the single pixel intensity value. So if the 2-bit image is there, means 2 bits are required to save the 1 intensity level, then that image has 2 raised to 2, means 4 gray levels are there. So here L minus 1 is 3, so 3 minus R, that becomes the S. So the characteristics used for that is given here, exactly non-linear characteristics. So in the example you can see original image and the processed image. So in the processed image the contrast level is increased. Whatever the black part present in the original image, that becomes white, and white part becomes black. This is the another example, image negative. After applying the threshold technique, we will get the black and white image. Second one is the log transformation. The equation used for that is T equal to C log 1 plus R. So here the important characteristics we will see. The shape of the curve shows that this transformation maps the narrow range of low gray level values in the input image into the wider range of output image. And the opposite is also true for the high level values. So narrow range of the low intensity levels are mapped with the wider range of the high intensity values in the processed image. So this is the example of that. Inverse logarithmic is also possible, using which we can decrease the contrast level, and using logarithmic function we can increase the contrast level. This is the another example for the Fourier spectrum. After applying the logarithmic transform, we will get the processed image, which is shown on the right hand side. And last technique is the power law transformation. The equation used for that is S equal to C into R raised to gamma, where gamma is constant. So if the gamma value is 1, then we will get the same image as like the original image. But if the gamma is less than 1, we will get these characteristics, which is equal to same like the logarithmic. And when gamma is greater than 1, we will get these characteristics, which are same like the inverse logarithmic transform. So when gamma is greater than 1, we are compressing dark values and expand bright values. When gamma is less than 1, we are expanding dark values and compresses bright values. So these are the examples. This is original image when gamma is 0.6. See the contrast level. As we are decreasing the gamma value, contrast level increases. So these are the 3 results for the different gamma values. And exactly opposite, when gamma is increases, that is greater than 5, then you can see the contrast level goes on decreasing, means we will get the black image. So that is nothing but the image enhancement, which is the end of this session. Thank you.